everybody. Welcome to the Shabby-Ween YouTube Hop. Thanks to Kimmy for all her hard work she did to make this hop a success. So, also want to say thank you to all the participants that are in the hop. Thanks for joining us, and I am so glad that y'all are here. So let's get on with it. So to make this lantern, okay, I actually bought the lantern from the Dollar General, okay, and it was actually white, and it had these white acetate window panes on it. And actually you could see I went ahead and cut out my own acetate and placed it inside of the lantern. I also painted the lantern. So this lantern was actually white, and it looked like this. And so now you can see the dramatic change that I did to this lantern, and it turned out so cool, y'all. I wanted something kind of more black and gothic, but when I started doing and working with everything, it just kind of all came together. I really wasn't sure how this was going to look, and I actually had a backup plan if this didn't work out like I wanted. But it turned out so amazing, you guys. I absolutely love it. So there's the little scullies inside. Okay, and I actually used that spiderweb stuff that you get over at the Dollar Tree. It's this spiderweb stuff right here that's got that cotton in it. And so I went ahead and placed that inside first and put it all the way around the candle and everything, and the candle does light up. So I'm going to go ahead and light it for y'all now. And it's so cool. So see, oh my gosh, it's so cool, right? So I got my flowers at Joann's, and I really wasn't sure. I knew I wanted black flowers, of course, black roses, right? But I really wasn't sure about the pink and the gray. And then I was going to actually do a touch of purple, but then I saw these little blue flowers, and I just fell in love with them. And I thought, you know what, that's kind of shabby, and I just went with it. So I bought some of these little sticks, and they actually came on the black rose stem, and I used all my black roses. So basically these little black leaf things, and then these little black sticks came on the black stem of the rose. So I just cut everything apart, and then these pink little flowers here, these long ones, these actually are like this. Okay, they are pretty long, and so what I did was I just cut them apart and kind of placed them inside. Everything is hot glued on here, and then I did the skeleton hand, and he is actually glued on, and I actually wrapped wire around him, the bones, and wrapped it around the little handle of the top of the lantern here. So I went ahead and placed him on, and then I just started putting the flowers all on there together. And yeah, so that's how the top is made. The top does come off, so it does pop off just like this, okay? And then for the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you all this right here, okay? And again, all of my items were from Joann's. And then this here, I don't know if this will fall off. I don't think so. It's pretty well glued on, you guys. So I also painted the inside, and I'm going to show you the paint that I used, okay? So that way, if you want to do one, you can. Now, I didn't do a process video like I usually do, so I'm just going to go ahead and share what I did and let y'all, you know, take notes, okay? So This is actually plastic, all right? And what I did was I went ahead and I went down to Home Depot and asked them, you know, I told them what I wanted to do in their paint section, and they kind of just guided me through everything. And the guy said, oh, you need to sand down the plastic so that way the paint sticks or the primer sticks. And I thought, oh yeah, that's right, because it is plastic. And if you've ever painted on plastic before, it will come off, it will chip off easily. So you want to sand down everything, okay? I sanded the lid, and I sanded all the way around the base. I took out the original plastic windows, and I even sanded on the inside of the lantern. It wasn't as hard as you might think it would be. It was actually pretty easy, and it went pretty quick. So I was pretty happy with that. Then what I did was I took the primer, and let me get that real quick. So I took the primer, okay, and this is the primer that I used. And I will list everything down below so y'all know what I used. And it's a universal bonding primer, okay, and that's what I used first. Okay, so then what I did was I stuck my lantern in a big box and then sprayed the primer, and I did 2 coats of the primer, so let it dry and then do another coat. Again, I took out the plastic windows. I taped up the candle so it wouldn't get anything in on the candle, so it would be the original color, which is kind of like a creamy color, and it wouldn't get anything inside the light. I also did the lid that way too. I didn't sand the inside of the lid, but it seems like it's sticking pretty well. So I'll spit that over. So I just sanded down the outside, and then I went ahead and sanded down the top of that. Okay. Once I got the 2 coats of primer on these, okay, and it took me about a day and a half because I had other things going on, so I let it sit. so actually it took me a day. I take that back. And then I came back the next day, and I used this Rust-Oleum Multicolor Texture. Now this is what they use for patio furniture to get that like textured look on it. And I chose, I think this is like a blackish kind of color, and it's like a rough type of lid on here. So you will be able to see that. It's, I don't really know the color. I don't really think, oh, it's iron, aged iron, okay? So I don't know if you guys can see that. Aged iron. So that's what I used, okay? And again, I'll just list this down below so y'all can pick some up if you want to do this. All right, so that's what I used to spray after the primer sat. All right, and I sprayed the inside, and I sprayed all over the outside, okay, and I sprayed the lid and the inside of the lid, and I let it sit. I didn't go back over it again, so I did not put 2 coats on it because I wanted it kind of like a black gray type of look to give it that Gothic look. And then what I did was I took this white lace, okay, it was actually white, and this was in my stash. It was given to me by Rosa Kelly, and I actually dyed this, okay. So for this, I used some Tattered Angel ink, like I did with the gauze for the mummy that I did on my last Pastalloween YouTube hop, and I just let it sit in there. I let it sit in the black ink mixed with water for about a few hours, and I wanted it to be black, and it turned out like a really still gray, and I really liked that. So I was like, oh, that's okay, I can kind of go with that. So I was debating, and my original thought was I was going to put them in the middle part, but I decided to go ahead and place it here. And so yeah, so there's that. And then I just went ahead and stuck my skulls inside and kind of did my spider webs. I painted those black and placed some like a pearl, I think it's the Nouveau drops. So I placed the Nouveau drops inside of there, or around the lace and the spider webs and everything. And yeah, so that is it, you guys. So that is how I made this beautiful little lantern, and I think it turned out so pretty. I am totally in love with this thing. So so for my prize for the hop, you guys, you must be 18 years and older. You must be a subby to my channel and the participants within the hop. And I will be giving away a $25 gift card to your choice of store. Okay, or PayPal. If you are international, you will be getting a PayPal $25 gift, okay, through to your PayPal. And then also the links are all listed down below for all the participants. If you are here at my channel and you started here, you'll want to go all the way up on top to click on the first link, okay, and then work your way back down. And if you are here at my channel, then the next person up is Kaylee Creations, also known as Kay. So you'll want to click on her link, all right? So thank you guys so much for joining us for this wonderful Shabby-Ween YouTube hop. I can't wait to see what everybody else made. So I'm so excited. Thank you all for joining us, and take care, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.